Well, everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review The Convert. And this is a new action, adventure, historical drama coming to you from director Lee Tamahori, who really started off his career strong out of New Zealand and got into making films like Die Another Day and stuff like that. Next, Triple X State of the Union, fun stuff like that. And Once We're Warriors was an early film of his, and this is really going back to those roots as we look at this British pastor played by Guy Pearce, who has a mysterious and complex past, who winds up in this small island community in New Zealand and is kind of stuck in the middle between the white settlers and the Maori people. And when he saves a young woman, played by Tiori or Nagatai Melbourne, you have this pastor, played by Guy Pearce, who winds up going on this journey. And you have the title of this film, The Convert, and you might think that it's like this conversion of the Maori people to the white way of life and Christianity. And really, it's this journey of this priest who goes through all these experiences and really appreciating the culture and the connection of the Maori people. And Pearce gives such a strong performance here and delivers an impactful and layered and complex performance. His character Monroe has interesting layers. He is a great artist and drawer, and he has this journal that opens up his past in an interesting way. Nagatai Melbourne, who plays Ranjamai, who is our young woman who's saved by Guy Pearce's character, she gives such a powerful performance. There's a fire there, and there's an intensity, and there's also layers of grief and mourning that you see her go through. It's interesting in terms of you see how this white culture deals with the fact that they're on Maori land, they're renting Maori land, and these physical or metaphorical boundaries that they set up between them and this group of people whose land they're on and whose culture is the primary culture of this place, and the conflict that comes up. There's blood, let's just say, on a lot of people's hands in this film, and even these warring tribes of the Maori people come to blows in very brutal action sequences that this film does not pull punches when you realize it's they're fighting with sharp-edged stones and stuff like that and hacking limbs, and there's some very visceral moments in terms of the violence and the brutality that comes along with this. And you have Pearce, who's trying to put that peace behind him, find this new path, and now is confronted with an even newer path. And you have characters like Charlotte, played by Jacqueline McKenzie, who's this woman who used to be with the Maori people and has been ostracized, and she goes on this redemptive arc as well. And some of the threads don't feel as impactful as some of the others, and it does have some familiar beats of this white person coming into this other culture and assimilating. But I feel like this film, Tamahori does such a great job directing it. It has a very stark and beautiful look from Jin Leone, who's the cinematographer. The music from Matteo Zengales just really captures the emotion and the intensity of this film. But it's that beautiful landscapes of this land that this film is able to navigate, really capture, and do something special with. And at the end of the day, technically this is really well done. The acting is fantastic. You have some intriguing and compelling narrative elements and deeply thematic ones about imperialism and regret and grief and overcoming blood on your hands from your past and finding a new path. And The Convert really captures that journey so well through Guy Pearce's performance and Tamahori's direction. And at the end of the day, this is one of those films that are going to fly under the radar, but is sitting there on VOD 100% worth your time. But those are my thoughts on The Convert. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.